Hi everybody.
Hey guys.
We wanted to do a takeaway from our time in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. That was the only city or the only place that we were in Malaysia was Kuala Lumpur. We were there for just over a week. And so we wanted to offer our thoughts about that time there. First of all, what were our initial impressions? What did you think as we got there?
Oh yeah, it was full of palm trees, just palm trees everywhere. So we asked the driver, like, why are all these palm trees, around? And he says, well, that's the source of where they get the palm oil. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, lots of harvesting there.
Yeah.
The other observation that we had was it was a very sprawled out, big city, big area that it covered, and green and lush, I think were the kind of main takeaways that we had just showing up.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah. Another sort of early observation after we were there for maybe a day is we just noticed there were lots of immigrants and lots of foreign tourists.
Yes.
And it wasn't as comfortable of a place as we felt in Thailand. Yeah, it wasn't anything specific that people did or said necessarily, but kind of more of a feeling of just not being as comfortable.
Yeah, not that warm, cozy feeling that Thailand had.
Yeah, I would agree. Also, as we interacted with people, servers or just different individuals, we didn't really find anybody that was from Malaysia. Everybody was an immigrant. I don't know that maybe our taxi driver might have been from there, but
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a different feeling that way.
Right.
Whereas Thailand had a strong sense of identity to us, Kuala Lumpur didn't really have that. The other observations that we had around the city were pretty nice buildings, lots of cool buildings again. It was it was very modern.
And sprawled out like so far with buildings all around.
Major, yeah.
Well, and then there were malls. The malls were, there's so many malls and shopping areas. We would go, a distance and there's another mall. Like, how many malls could you possibly have in one smaller area?
Yeah, like almost every city block.
It felt like it.
It felt like there was a pretty major mall, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that you would need, you could get, and a lot more than what you would ever need there. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. When we think about costs, our lodging, well, for our lodging, we actually were able to benefit from, we have a timeshare, and then we did an exchange through the timeshare for a week, and then we just added a day. So that was $300, but even if we wanted to stay in the place that we were at, I think per night was about $115, which felt pretty reasonable. It was comfortable. It was a large place. It needed some updating. So it wasn't like super new, but it was nice. It was very nice, and the location, great location.
Perfect location. I mean, the place that we were staying in was in a mall. I mean, it had a mall in it.
Yeah.
And again, another mall.
Right. Yeah. No, you're not kidding. They were everywhere. Yeah. And then food costs, like Thailand, you could seek out places where you could spend a lot of money, but you could also find places where it was very economical. Like we ate a breakfast, both of us, for
it was like $3 and change.
$3, and it was good.
It was good.
Yeah. Like if you were to rate it, I think we said, well, we'd give it a 7. Like we'd go back, we'd have the food again. It wasn't knock your socks off, but for the price, really good value. And then our favorite restaurant.
Yeah, I was gonna say our knock our socks off meal. It was just a little bit across the street, kitty corner, but we called it the Camel Restaurant. But it was delicious. We said that was a 10.
The best food we've had so far.
Yeah, it had like a vegetable Moroccan lentil soup, and some falafel and some naan bread.
Rice.
Yeah, some rice with saffrons, and oh my gosh.
So we would get a full meal with a lot of different things that we could sample and share, and I think we'd do that for under $30 or right around $30 for both of us.
Yeah, and we did that so many times, like I think 3 times, that the waiter, because we had the same waiter each time, he then laughed at us.
He thought it was funny,
like you're here again.
Wow, you guys must like this. Yeah, but it was super good.
It was really good.
related to costs as well, when we were talking to our taxi driver from the airport, we were talking about the vehicle that he was in, because there were a lot of vehicle manufacturers that were new, unfamiliar to us, had
Right.
never heard of them. But his new vehicle cost there was $7,000, he said, and we did a little bit of research and even found other like Toyotas and more familiar vehicle brands were significantly less than what we would pay in the States. But a new car for around $7,000 just blew us away. Like, wow, that's pretty amazing.
Right.
Yeah. What did you think about the ability to like get around in the city, walkability?
Oh, it was easy to walk around, no problem. Nice large sidewalks. Yeah, totally easy to navigate. No problems. They did have some huge crosswalks, and the crosswalks went in every direction all at the same time, which was kind of mind-blowing.
It was. Yeah, the first time we started to cross,
Yeah.
we thought, oh, it's just us, and then all of a sudden you had people cutting in from every direction, and we're like,
Crisscross.
what is going on?
Yeah, so
it was-
we had to insert that in the video because it was just that crazy.
Yeah. We already talked a little bit about, like, when we first got there, the buildings, but the theme continued in the sense of a lot of new and beautiful, cool buildings. So that was a nice thing about the city.
Well, and the Petronas Towers, those were beautiful. And
Really?
kind of a must-see to go see that day and night. I would do both.
Yeah,
'Cause
I would
it's really
agree.
pretty.
Yeah. So in the end, is Malaysia or Kuala Lumpur a city that we would live in? What do you think?
I would say not. It just didn't have the vibe that I'm going for. But yeah, what about you?
Yeah, same. Somewhere I would go back and spend more time.
For
a
sure.
week, leaving felt like, oh, there's more to see and do for sure. But like something long term, probably not there. Maybe
Yeah.
other parts of Malaysia could be. But yeah, felt like probably
Yeah.
not right there in KL.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else that you can think of to
I think that about sums it up.
sums it up?
Yeah.
Well, and we would say anybody that's thinking about going and spending some time there vacationing, it's worth checking out.
Oh, definitely.
It was a cool.
It really was
cool
nice,
to check
yeah.
out. So would recommend it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.